What is up, everybody? I'm Jack, and today I have got you guys with me here in Guangzhou, China. Now, what's exciting about today is that we right now are at the 2025 Guangzhou International Auto Show. Now, this is an awesome thing to be at because you've got brands from around the world showing off their newest models, their newest designs, some of the newest tech they're going to be using in their vehicles. So you see you have tons of people here. It's a really happening, bustling place, and we're going to be seeing the future of mobility, the future of how we drive our vehicles over the next couple of years. So today, I actually have a very interesting mission that I'm going to be taking care of. I am the GWM Global Exploration Ambassador, which actually just means that we are going to be meeting up with some media professionals and journalists from Europe and getting a behind-the-scenes in-depth look at one of the most anticipated pavilions at the auto show. That is the GWM exhibition. So we're going to be getting an in-depth look at the GWM Smart Mobility World. So let me give you guys kind of a general introduction to what GWM is as a brand. GWM has a very diverse selection of vehicles and models to choose from. It can, suit things like daily commuting, things like off-roading, even just good for a family travel vehicle. So it's been able to expand into the global market as well. GWM has, over the past 30 years, has exported to over 170 different countries and regions. It's established something like over 1,400 distribution channels. And you can see that its reach, as it's been expanding into the global market, it also is expanding its production as well. So in countries like Thailand and Brazil, GWM already has full production facilities. They also have KD assembly facilities. So one that's kind of interesting to me is the European market, because we think about the European market, it has an incredibly rich history when it comes to automobiles. Over 100 years of history, and it's a very competitive market with some of the most renowned, famous brands in the world. However, GWM is also making headwinds into this market, having begun to establish a presence in countries like the UK, Sweden, Italy, Germany. And one of the models that has really been popular in Europe is the ORA model. So the ORA model in Europe has already achieved a 5-star NCAP safety rating. And it kind of just goes to show that GWM safety is the top priority and main concern. Next, even in an area like Europe, where safety regulations are particularly stringent, particularly strict, it's also able to get that 5-star rating. So you can kind of see really pays attention to safety. So today it's going to be interesting because we're going to be diving into GWM's smart mobility world, and we're going to be seeing potential future distributors, partners. They're going to be meeting face-to-face with GWM executives and talking about the future of GWM world, what the next chapter is going to look like. So without further ado, I say we run in there, we start looking at some of these vehicles up close, see what GWM is as a brand, and see the new tech, the new designs that we can look forward to in the future. Let's go. So what I personally really like about the GWM brand is it's hard to find another pavilion at the auto show that does a great job of combining, style and design, innovation, new tech, off-road capability, and comfort as well. So a vehicle that I want to look at here is the ORA 5, the GWM ORA 5. I love the design of it, the aesthetics. It's a very pretty looking car. So it's a great first impression when you first get a glimpse of it. I like the color on this one as well. It's kind of like a cool, urban, modern silver. But this vehicle, there's really a lot to talk about in the brand in general. So you guys are in luck because I've actually got a brand director from GWM Europe with me here. Timo, would you mind joining me here? Nice to see you.
Jack, very nice to see you.
Right, so Timo, brand director of GWM Europe, right?
Exactly.
So we're looking at the GWM ORA 5. Can you tell me about the significance of this vehicle when it comes to the European market?
Yeah, so this car is actually coming to Europe in a European version mid of 2026, so a bit more than half a year still to go. And we can really say it marks the beginning of GWM's further expansion in Europe. To Italy, to Spain, and also to some of the Central and Eastern European markets. So it's like the first major cornerstone of our new plan for Europe.
Okay, so aside from our GWM ORA 5, what else can we maybe expect from GWM in the future? What else is in the pipeline?
So we're not ready yet to reveal a lot more than this.
Ooh, mysterious.
Very mysterious. We will get at least 4 more models new to the European market. In this context, we'll be launching also GWM HAVAL for the first time in Europe. So our third product line after GWM ORA and GWM WEY. And so most of these additional 4 vehicles will be SUVs in different shapes and forms. Compact, bit bigger, 2-wheel drive, but also offering 4-wheel drive. And also here again, we'll have a choice of powertrains. So from end of 2026 onwards, we'll be looking at a whole lineup with ICE engines, hybrids, long-range plug-in hybrids, and fully battery electric cars. So making GWM a true mainstream brand with a large choice for customers.
Okay, so that optionality is not just the GWM ORA 5. A lot of the new models we'll see, or model lines in the future that we'll see, will also have a diverse array of options and ways for us to tailor the vehicle to our own needs.
Yes, and if you want, this is like the essence of the new GWM strategy for Europe. Based on all the learnings that we've had in the last 3-4 years after we entered Europe, we are now developing into a full mainstream brand. We're still counting a lot on traditional dealer systems at the same time. So we are right now talking to a lot of potential partners in Italy, in Spain, many of them being here also today at the Guangzhou Auto Show, talking to distributors in the Central and Eastern European markets to become a mainstream brand all across Europe, starting from mid-2026.
So the ORA 5, the GWM ORA 5 that we're looking at right now, this is the version for the domestic Chinese market.
Exactly.
It might not be exactly the same when we're getting into the European market, but just briefly from what you know about this one right here, are there any features on it or designs that you particularly like personally?
So what I do have to say, and I'm maybe stepping back so the camera can really capture the design.
Of course.
What is important to say is that the design is an evolution of what we have seen so far from ORA in Europe. So the ORA 03, so far our best-selling model in Europe. If you look at this car, it's a soft, but I would say still distinguished evolution of that design. So the car and also the model line, GWM ORA, stays really true to itself, very recognizable to what we've seen on the streets before. But it becomes more mature. It becomes more mature from a design perspective, but also because all of a sudden we're growing the footprint, right? To an SUV, to even a wagon at a later point in time. And even though, as you said, there are some features on this car that we may not get in Europe that may be slightly different in terms of design to make it fit to the European taste. Looking at this car gives you already quite a good outlook to how things will look like from mid-2026.
Right, so this is kind of like a sneak peek of what we might be seeing in the European market very soon.
A pretty close sneak peek, I would say.
All right, well, thank you very much, Timo.
You're more than welcome.
It was a pleasure
for having me.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to keep looking around, and I'm sure I'll see you around the pavilion.
We'll do that.
See you, man. Thank you. Hi, are you one of the journalists at the show today?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just discovering ORA and Great Walls models, and it's very exciting. It's very exciting. Yeah.
My name's Jack from the United States.
Nice to meet you. I'm Luca from Italy.
From Italy?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are you thinking so far? You've seen the GWM ORA 5. Any first impressions?
Well, I saw ORA the first time in 2022 during the Munich Auto Salon. And I was really impressed by this car because I immediately understood it was perfect for the European market. And now that I saw the development of the car, I can understand and I can confirm this can be a cornerstone for the European market. Yeah.
Why do you say that this is a good vehicle for the European market? How so?
Well, because the design is very European, no? Sometimes we in Europe think Chinese brands are not so, how can I say, fit for the European feeling and European way of intending cars. Whereas this design is very attractive even for European guys, and so I think this can be really good for the European market. Yeah, instead for the design, but not only.
I feel like the design, like you said, the design aesthetic is very different from your usual Chinese car.
Exactly.
In terms of like mobility and stuff, like in Italy, for example, do you think this would be a convenient vehicle to drive in Italy?
Yeah, well, I think in Europe in general, because Italy has some difficulties that has already Europe. We don't have no more spaces, so we need a shorter car,
Right.
And maybe with autopilot in future, but now with auto parking surely, because parking is very difficult in European cities. Yeah.
So when you see the GWM ORA 5, what are 3 words that come to mind? If you had to pick 3 words.
Only 3?
Only 3. Okay. That's all you got.
So the first one, technology, really, because I saw the car inside and I watched the press conference, so there are a huge amount of ADAS and all the technology we need today in a car. So this is my first word, technology.
Right.
Second one is young, because this car seems to be perfect for young people, and this is even the target Great Wall told us. And the third one is design, because as I told you before, this car has a very interesting design for European guys, because as we told before, it's totally different from a normal idea of a Chinese brand.
Right. So with the ORA 5, if you had to select a color that you think would be the ideal color for you to drive this vehicle, what color would you pick?
Well, I think blue is very interesting, because in Europe we like blue. It's a particular color, because when you see a blue car or maybe a metal blue car, you say, oh, interesting, because it's something different, no?
It is different.
Yeah, so I would say blue or green and gray. That are the colors the Great Wall told will be representative in Europe. I think they will be very fit for the European market.
I like blue. That's kind of an interesting choice. It's got like personality.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much, Luca.
Thank you.
I hope you have fun at the auto show.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah. So a vehicle over here that I really want to show you guys, and this is one that we also might be seeing in the European market pretty soon. This is the GWM HAVAL Menglong. Now, it might not necessarily be called this when it reaches the European market, but this would be approximately the kind of vehicle that we're looking at. Some of the exact features might be a little different, but generally, this is the vehicle that we're going to be seeing in the European market. It's going to be something like this. So I'm going to be showing you guys what we have on hand here today. Now, this is the Chinese domestic version. So just to start off, you look at the entire vehicle here, it's got a very kind of classic, rugged off-road SUV look. It's a little bit boxy, it's that classic look, but I really like that. It's a very kind of hardcore look, especially if you're going off-roading, in the great outdoors and having fun with it. One of the specific features that I find kind of interesting is the grille right here. So they say that this grille is kind of like fortress or castle inspired. They actually got the true inspiration from it from the Great Wall. So you see it's like a very pronounced, you got very pronounced bars right here. It kind of looks like the bricks and the stones that they used to lay the Great Wall. So it gives it that very strong, very bold look. And you think about it, the grille front of the car makes a great, bold first impression. And then another interesting thing is we have these LED headlights right here. So each one of these headlights is composed of 123 LED beads. So you've got great illumination there. The design on this thing is also kind of inspired by traditional Chinese culture. So in traditional Chinese architecture, they use a structure called the mortise and tenon, which is actually a very genius way of kind of building a temple or building a palace. You see it on, structures in China everywhere. And that's kind of the design they were going for right here. So a cool thing about this vehicle is you have a lot of these subtle elements of kind of like that Oriental aesthetic or Chinese culture in there as well. So, you look at the vehicle and it's like it's a good looking vehicle, right? You like the aesthetic, but if you look at it closely, you'll also find that there's a lot of consideration that goes into the little details, which I find really cool. So let's hop in this vehicle right here. This specific GWM HAVAL Menglong that we're looking at right here is very cool. So this thing is equipped with a second generation Hi4 hybrid system. Now this makes the vehicle very powerful. We're talking about a comprehensive power output of 330 kilowatt hours. We're also talking about peak torque of 750 Newton meters. So that is very powerful stuff. If we're talking about the acceleration on this baby, this thing can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 5.9 seconds. So you can imagine that if you're sitting in this GWM HAVAL Menglong and you slam down on that gas right there, it's really gonna just throw you back into the seat. It might be something, you know, you could even compare to the experience of driving like a 3.0 liter turbocharged engine. It would be a lot of fun. So it's a very exciting vehicle, but honestly, to really experience this thing, I mean, you've gotta get in it yourself. You gotta hop in this thing yourself, drive it around. What's really cool about the GWM Pavilion, and this is what I love about the brand, they really put in that extra effort. They have an off-road test course in the auto show at their pavilion. So a little later, you can like take this, if you're at the booth, you can take this GWM HAVAL Menglong and you can take it on the test course. You can feel that power. You can see how it performs in a variety of terrains and just really have a lot of fun with it. So what's very cool as well is that very soon, in January 2026, this GWM HAVAL Menglong will also be released in, I believe it's a Saudi Arabian market. So you're gonna have people from, you know, really in just many different markets, many different countries. They're gonna be able to get their hands on this GWM HAVAL Menglong and take it for a spin and really feel that power. All right, we have made it to the part that I personally am the most excited for. We are at the off-road test track. We are gonna be hopping in the GWM HAVAL Menglong 2026 PHEV edition. Put it to the test, see what it's got. Let's go. GWM HAVAL Menglong offers 7 intelligent driving modes, providing full scenario road adaptability. Its Hi4 system with triple engine power in 9 intelligent modes enables dynamic, seamless switching, delivering a safer, more convenient, and user-controlled driving experience. Our first challenge is the staircase section, simulating rock climbing in the wild. This requires switching to 4-wheel drive mud mode, putting the vehicle's power distribution to the test. Next up is the gentle slope with roller sets, replicating snowy uphill conditions. Engage the differential lock, and you'll see, even with only one wheel having grip, the vehicle escapes effortlessly. Ahead is the simulated steep descent scenario. GWM HAVAL Menglong maintains low speed and steady control, reducing both operational difficulty and downhill risk. Then comes the side slope section, mimicking a sand ridge environment. Here, switch to 4-wheel drive sand mode for more aggressive power output and strong road adaptability. Finally, the cross-axle section requires activating the differential lock for balanced torque distribution. GWM HAVAL Menglong's Hi4 intelligent torque vectoring control system smartly adjusts front and rear axle torque, improving stability and safety. It also minimizes power loss during wheel slip, ensuring reliable escape performance. Whoa, is that awesome or what? So many obstacles up there. I mean, we were like sideways, we were like vertical, but it really handled everything very well. But honestly, one of the things that I just love about coming to auto shows and coming to the GWM Pavilion is they set these things up, these off-road test courses right here so you can really experience the vehicle. I mean, that's so cool. Ooh. So this vehicle we're looking at right here is the GWM WEY G9. So this thing is a very impressive vehicle, especially at first sight. Look at this grille, it's very imposing, very bold, and the vehicle itself is also very large. This vehicle is over 5 meters long. It's got a wheelbase of over 3 meters as well. And now this thing, the exterior of it is beautiful, but the real luxury is inside. So I want to take you guys with me to look at the interior of this thing. We'll hop in the back seat. So they call this GWM WEY G9, they call it first class on wheels, because it's like you're in a first class cabin, but we'll see for ourselves. We'll hop in here and see what it's like. All right, so come in here. Start you guys off with the middle row right here. So as soon as you sit in here, you just feel automatically like, wow. It's just like a luxurious feeling. And like I was talking about, you have a wheelbase that is over 3 meters wide. So you see, you've got like plenty of space in here. I got 2 people in here right now taking pictures of each other, and it's not, you got plenty of room to do it all. So very comfortable. This is Napa leather seats. You also have controls right here where you can control like seat heating. You have seat ventilation as well, so you can warm up, cool off. I just noticed as I'm sitting here, you've got a massage thing going as well. So you can be getting massaged, warmed up, cooled down all at the same time. Nice seats. And what I like about GWM as a brand is their attention to detail. They really don't forget about anything, because when I was a kid, I used to ride in vans a lot, but nobody ever wanted the back row, because the back row is usually cramped, it's uncomfortable. But you'll notice that in the back row of the GWM WEY G9, it's actually just as comfortable as the middle row. So you don't have to fight over who has to sit in that back. And that's what I kind of like about GWM as a brand, is they really don't leave anything out. They pay attention to every part and every detail of the vehicle to make sure it is up to par. So very nice back seats, very spacious. Another thing that's cool about this vehicle, if we go up to the front seat, we hop into the front seat and you see that you've got really just big touchscreens right here, like a center control console. So you've got all this information, all of these different functions at your fingertips. It's really easy to control. You see you've got like an app set up here. You can watch television, you can listen to the radio, you can listen to podcasts. You can control everything right here, right at the tips of your finger, really. And it's almost like a computer. It really has very high functionality. But what I think is super cool about this front seat up here is that it also comes with a 12.5 liter refrigerator. So if you are out and about, let's say you're going to the beach, right? This thing can get as cold as 0 degrees Celsius. You could throw some drinks, or you could even throw like a sandwich or something, keep it nice and cool. That would be beautiful if you're going, out for a picnic or going out to the beach. This thing not only refrigerates, it also heats up. It can get as hot as 50 degrees Celsius. So you could throw, like if you're, out for a winter's day or whatever, right? You could throw coffee in there, tea in there. You could throw a meal in there and heat it up to 50 degrees Celsius, be nice and toasty. So your seats heat up, the fridge heats up, or it cools down if you want it to. So it's really got a lot of smart features in it. And it's just like I was talking about before, when GWM makes a vehicle, even if it's a very off-roady vehicle or it's a very large vehicle, they still make sure to pay attention to the luxury and comfort of the interior of it. All right, so we have made it to the Tank 700 Hi4-T. I love the appearance of this vehicle. It really just screams power. It is a massive SUV. I mean, you look at the front of it, it is extremely powerful, a lot of strength built in there. And if you just look at the sheer size of this vehicle, I mean, like look at me standing next to it. This thing is about 5 meters long, 2 meters wide, nearly 2 meters tall, and it's got a wheelbase of 3 meters as well. So it's really just a massive vehicle. Definitely a head turner if you're driving on the road. You see kind of the sharp body lines on it, kind of that geometric look. It has a very aggressive feel to it. So a very beautiful vehicle looking from the outside, but what's under the hood is also very impressive. So a beautiful vehicle on the outside, but what really matters is what is under the hood. So what we're looking at right here is a 3-liter turbocharged V6 engine. You also have P2 electric motors as well. This thing is going to give you a combined power output of 385 kilowatts. You've also got a maximum torque of 800 Newton meters. That is a lot of power. So this Tank 700, nearly 3 tons worth of vehicle, but it is able to conquer any terrain with this amount of power. And you also have the intelligent four-wheel drive system. You've got front and rear differential locks. So that's going to allow you to conquer whether it be, desert areas or snowy areas, muddy, swampy, rocky. It's going to give you that power to traverse really any kind of terrain or environment. It's going to give you that pass ability. So this vehicle, not only beautiful on the outside, it really packs a punch within as well. Let's check out the inside over here because, it's one thing for the vehicle to be good looking, have great performance, but you also have to consider the comfort of it and the luxury aspect. So that's what I like about GWM is even with their best off-road vehicles and off-road options, they don't sacrifice comfort. So big vehicle, like I was saying, as soon as you get in here, very spacious. I love kind of this, I want to say this color is almost like a burgundy kind of pink, but they also have the silver aluminum trim on it as well. And they've really cleaned up this center console. Nice and simple. The gear selector is kind of confined to this one area, so it leaves you room for other things like these buttons right here. And that's what I love about GWM is, you have this forward-thinking technology. You have high performance. You have that off-road capability. You have the comfort as well. They pack it all in very well into one vehicle. And what's really exciting is the GWM TANK 700. It is going to be making an entrance into the Saudi Arabian market this year in December 2025. So that is very exciting. I'm sure a lot of people over there will be pumped to get their hands on it. Very cool. All right, so right here, we've got a GWM TANK 300, but you'll notice that this version's a little unique because we have Polar Edition written on the side. That's because recently it became the designated vehicle for Chinese Arctic and Antarctic expeditions. So not too long ago, they actually took a GWM TANK 300, put it on an icebreaker ship, and sent it to Antarctica, where it went to the Great Wall Station to participate in a scientific expedition. So that was the first time ever for a Chinese-made vehicle to be a part of polar scientific expeditions. So that is really cool. Next up, let me introduce the GWM's Hi4 family. This exhibition area pays tribute to the Dujiangyan, the 2,000-year-old irrigation system. Based on diverse mobility scenarios, GWM has innovatively developed the Hi4 technology system, an intelligent hybrid four-wheel drive family. From city commuting to off-road exploration, Hi4 offers the most suitable intelligent four-wheel drive solution for every need. First, let me break down the core technical architecture of Hi4. As the world's first intelligent hybrid four-wheel drive architecture, Hi4 stands out by recreating the layout of traditional dual-motor hybrid systems. It innovatively places the front drive motor at the rear axle, while enabling the front motor to function as both a power generator and a drive unit. This distributed front and rear motor setup not only ensures balanced power distribution, but also significantly enhances handling stability and safety, all while delivering efficient four-wheel drive. Next, let's talk about Hi4Z, GWM's platform designed for top-tier off-road capabilities and extended range. It perfectly balances daily commuting with weekend adventures, offering over 200 kilometers of pure electric range under WLTC conditions, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour acceleration in just 4 seconds, capable of 20 consecutive accelerations without power fade, and a 20 times torque amplification for off-road performance. With its novel power split plus 3-gear serial and parallel technology, Hi4Z achieves ultra-low energy consumption across all scenarios, truly delivering on the promise of go farther, drive sharper, and save more. Finally, we have Hi4T, GWM's super hybrid architecture built for strong off-road scenarios. It offers the ultimate solution for those who demand ultimate off-road performance paired with new energy efficiency. Key features include a large displacement engine paired with a dedicated 9-speed hybrid transmission, a high-capacity off-road battery pack for sustained power and reliable electric range, and a robust, non-decoupled four-wheel drive system with 3 mechanical differential locks. This setup enables seamless torque transfer from the axle to any individual wheel, allowing 100% power to be directed to a single wheel when needed. Whether tackling extreme terrain or cruising in the city, Hi4-T delivers a superior experience. Efficient in the city, unstoppable off-road. Together, these technologies make Hi4 a versatile, powerful, and intelligent choice for modern drivers. All right, so that pretty much is gonna wrap up our day at the Guangzhou Auto Show. I don't know about you, but I have had a lot of fun. We've seen a lot of cool stuff, lots of cool models, lots of cool tech. Really, at the end of the day, no matter who you are, no matter what you want out of a vehicle, you can definitely find something at GWM. And GWM really does believe that a vehicle, a car, it's not just a mode of transportation, it's a lifestyle. That's something they genuinely believe, and I think that's reflected in how they build their vehicles. Very comprehensive, very all-encompassing, and very diverse in terms of meeting needs. So, the Guangzhou Auto Show is going to be going on for a couple more days, but we are already on to our next stop. We are going to the headquarters of GWM, the brand, going to the heart of the brand, that is Baoding City in Hebei province. Now that is exciting because that's where we're gonna see a lot of the research and development centers. We're gonna see the laboratories. We're going to see the smart factories. We're going to see how these models are developed and built, the tests that they are put through to actually come onto the market. We're gonna see the technology that makes GWM a leader. We're going to see what propels these vehicles to become market leaders. So it'll be very fun. We're gonna be there. We're gonna see how these vehicles are made. We're gonna see how a vehicle goes from an idea on paper to becoming an actual vehicle that you can buy, that you can drive. So next up, Baoding and Hebei. See you there.
GWM, go with more.